Yes, this is me, Hudson George. Doing a live again today, man. My topic is Emancipation Day celebration, August 1st. Cry from the children of slaves, including me, asking for reparations. How and who will pay us? Who will pay us and how they go pay us? That's the question. Now, if you look at the world today, I don't think we'll ever get paid for reparations. I will tell you why. I don't think we're going to get paid for reparation. Slavery has been abolished almost 200 years ago in the British West Indies. And in other slave colonies in the Caribbean, sometime, and in Central and South America. And North America was for a longer period before slavery was abolished. So I, as a Grenadian, reparation talk is in the air again. But the question is how and who is going to pay us? How we going to get paid? Now, is this reparations people really genuine with the call for reparations, or they just using it as a political ply or academic ply? And as I get older, I realize maybe we'll never get no reparations for slavery. We might never get nothing, and I will give the reason why. Now, the Jews get money. The Italians get money. In Canada, the Italians get money. And the Japanese get money. Because during the Second World War, the Canadian government, or the British those days, or whatever it was, they put the Italians and Japanese in concentration camp. But after slavery was abolished, they pay them. Right? They get money. Now the point is, if slavery was abolished in the Caribbean, the British Caribbean, in 1838, this is almost 200 years ago. You understand? It's almost 200 years ago. So it's a long time now. It's a long time now. Slavery was abolished in the Caribbean. And they don't pay us yet. So how they don't pay us yet? In Canada, they pay the British, they pay the Italians and the Japanese compensation. Right? That was for Second World War. So if they get paid already, all this talk about reparations around in the Caribbean or around radicals, I don't think we're going to get paid. I think that's a waste of time. They wouldn't pay us. And there are reasons why they wouldn't pay us. With a nuclear weapon, Japan is a nuclear weapon country, highly industrialized. Italy is a part of NATO, part of the EU, and they are Caucasians, according to how they label race. Right? So Japanese get money because even though they're Oriental, they're highly developed. Italy is part of the European Union. So they get paid. Even though they support Hitler. Because right now Germany is part of the EU. But we have some guys in the Caribbean, they read our 2 books and they think there is big time leftists. It's asking for reparation. I don't think we will get reparation. It's not saying I don't want reparation. But if you're young and there's guys singing that in your ears, as I get older, I come to believe we don't want a reparation to get, because we are not a threat to the countries that enslave us. We weak. Japan is strong. So Japan get. Italy is part of the European Union. They consider as if you go in, when I go City Hall and look at people by race, Italian, Greeks, and Portuguese are called Mediterranean Europeans. Right? You could go City Hall, Toronto, you see it. They get paid. As black people, who is going to pay us reparation? Countries surrounding the Congo, which is the richest part on earth, does take weapons from the Europeans to invade Congo to steal gold and diamond. That's where they get in the weapon, the type of weapons they use it. So if the neighboring countries of Congo does go to Congo and steal gold and diamond with weapons from Western powers, because when they get the gold and diamond, they go trade it with the West. The same Western country, some of them would enslave us, what they're paying us money in the diaspora. So how are we going to get any reparations pay? We have nothing to get. So if you're young and you're listening to this reparation people, that's a waste of time. We don't have nothing to get. Unless we come to have nuclear weapons and, what you say, nuclear bombs, and so they might respect us. But as for now, we have nothing to get. I'll give you another story why we don't have no money to get. Not too long ago, there was a place in America where they were giving black business people money. And there was one businessman in the neighborhood where the blacks doing business. He looked white. He looked Caucasian. He never said he was black. Never one day. But when he heard they were giving money to black business, he showed up in the meeting. The black people start complaining, oh, this white guy come for money, this, that, thing, in the United States. But the guy is smart. The guy look white. But if they didn't give him money, he would never claim that he is part black. But in the United States, they say 1 drop make you black. That's not a biological fact. But it's the American social construct of race. Right? So he keep coming to the meeting, he come. Oh, and ladies, they're more emotional. Why you come in here, you want money, you know, black thing. The black men was saying things too. But the ladies, they're more emotional. They say more. Black ladies. The guy went and do a DNA. When he presented the DNA, he is not white. He have a percentage of black in him. Even though he's not half black, he have more white in him than black. But because of the American social construct of race saying 1 drop make you black, he got his money too. Then when I watched the video again and the news with the guy, some black ladies was still complaining, oh, if there was money wasn't passing, he would not never say he black. And I was laughing, you know. So So all of us are talking about reparation. If the oppressors or the former oppressors give us $7 trillion based on the American construct of race, a lot of white people will come for the money. A lot of other people who identify like Oriental, East Indian, Native Indian, whatever other race they mix with blacks, even though they're not visible looking black, will come for the money too. So we have no reparations to get, in my opinion. I just waste of time. And the politicians who preaching it, they know that too. They know that too. So I don't believe we have nothing to get. And also make a little switch. The present government in Grenada says restoration. Well, yesterday I see restoration, eh? I see some former PRG people on the microphone stand, on the PA system, talking about black struggle. These are people what was more to the Marxist-Leninist brand of politics. Now, the new government says restoration, and as time go, you see all these people and them surfacing. So is it the part of the restoration? What they're restoring? They're restoring the PRG era, or what it is the restoration? You understand? So it leaves me wonders what's going on in Grenada. Because mind you, the government have to go back to the polls in 5 years. Did the supporters, what wear all the yellow clothes, know what was this restoration they were talking about? With all these left wingers around them. Some of them was disgraceful people. I remember during the revolution, they said, if you have little writing, little thing, come read. Little poetry, thing. And they were saying, if you write anything and publish, it belongs to the state. I'm not lying. I won't call the individual that say anybody write something during the revolution. The writing belongs to the state. So these are the same people now coming out and tell me about reparation for black people. When people who creative, the plan was, if you're creative, whatever you write belongs to the PRG revolution. Like in Cuba or Russia or well, I don't know, not Korea people does write book. Russia different these days, so I guess people could write a little more freely. So all the talk about reparations, man. I don't know, man. We have nothing to get. Nothing to get. We don't have no money to get. And if you're young and you're in your 20s and 30s, don't follow this academia is telling you about reparation. We don't have no money to get. Because if you go into reparation, we open, as I get older, it's a can of a can of worms we exposing, we digging up. Now you got we were enslaved by European, we asking for reparation. What's about the people the Arabs are enslaved? What's about the people that the Ethiopian dynasty participating and selling to the Arabs and to the Boers of South Africa? Say slavery ended in Ethiopia in 1947. If the British didn't tell King Selassie to end slavery, he would not have, perhaps he'd not have do it. So, all this cry for reparations, my friend. If you're young, go about your daily life. I don't see no reparation for black people coming in a hurry. It's a dream, man. It's a dream. Anyway, this is me, Hudson. I don't want to be too long. Hudson George. A short life. I'll go on till I come again.